Banter mode now. Yay! Pre-game banter time.
Pre-game banter engaged.
I think we
No
should make
stream.
it text.
Is there anyone on the stream? Is it, or is it just? It's not just the 5 of us, is it?
It's the 5 of us engaging in pre-game banter until we get some Twitch support or some supporters who will pay us big bucks to get into this banter mode.
Big bucks. That's
Yes.
true. That's true. I
Yes.
see what our business model is.
Yes, we definitely want our all of our donations to be in the forms of carcasses of dead animals.
You can speak for yourself.
Traveler's checks.
I like
Traveler's
big bug. I like big bucks, and I can't deny.
Your other brothers can't deny. I'm trying to remember what the rest of the song goes and how can I change it.
So long.
Itty bitty waist and the waist out in your face, I think.
Yeah, but we're gonna obviously have to.
I know
change it
how.
for money.
Yeah. How do you change it? How do we change it? Right, people in the audience. How do we change? I like big butts. I cannot lie to you. I like big bucks, and the rest of it. Let's see your best answers.
Some lyrics. Let's get some lyrics up.
Yeah.
We can change it if someone else promises to sing it.
I'll do it.
Just making sure I'm searching it in like the web search rather than like the image search. You know.
I think
As
somebody
for
already
touchscreen.
did that. I count big bucks. Nope.
Big bucks and again not lie. Da, 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 da.
Somebody put it as by MC Hammer. That's not MC Hammer. Holy
No.
shit.
It makes a lot.
Some mix a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or
Hey,
if
let's
you're-
look at this new. I'm looking at the. Yeah.
Or if you're of a slightly younger generation, it is Rachel and Ross from Friends.
No.
I don't think young people these days watch Friends, man. I
know.
think that's for people who are like strictly 30 plus.
No,
This
there's
is
still a
so
lot of
awesome.
Friends memes.
Yeah, but I mean they're in syndication in the US, so I mean you can still
Okay, right.
TBS and shit and still watch it. So, and it's on Netflix, all like umpteen seasons.
The
It's
only
only
memes I
10.
do like Monty Python memes is kind of where I cut off. So thanks.
So, Carlos, Zimmy, did you enjoy the last week's session, watching it?
Yeah, I mean, I posted on it. It was quite entertaining, although I was a little bit sleepy towards the last part.
Yeah.
I did not get a chance to watch it because
You never watched nothing.
I am a grown adult male with children
Kids?
and wives. Yes,
Hold on, wives?
wife. This one.
Wives. I didn't know that was legal in Germany, man. Shit, no wonder you're so busy.
Yes. I can guarantee you the internet will see one of my children probably in the next 10 minutes. Because why? Because I have. They're
Yeah.
always
No.
Yeah.
like. I have a backlog of streams. I try to catch up on, and every time I go on YouTube, it's at the same time mark because I get like 5 minutes in and then something happens and I never watch it. So.
Yeah, it's like, Sim literally starts watching it. He has to do something else. He goes back, and like those 10 minutes that he has to rewatch again because he can't remember what it is. It's just Groundhog's Day.
And pretty much, only thing I watch religiously is Star Trek Destiny, and the only reason I can watch that is because I have an hour lunch break. If I did not have an hour lunch break, I wouldn't even be able to watch that.
Discovery, you mean?
Discovery, yes.
Yeah.
Destiny.
The
I'm
STD,
actually-
yes.
I'm doing the same actually. Just get hours lunch break. Just go into an isolated corner of the building and just put that on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I don't get to watch things. I will try to catch up. But then again, it's good for, my character because I have no clue what happened to you guys while I was gone. So I definitely don't know what happened. So anything I do is completely,
It's might be a good thing because I could just imagine you trying not to pass that mental image on to other people in Psychor.
Oh, hey, Blinky. Welcome. Nice to see you
Blinky.
this week again.
Link.
So on that note, let's get to a couple of things so that let's see, Doran Verini, that's his name.
Soran
Yep.
Virini.
Soran.
No, I had problems with that as well.
I mean, he's your nemesis, so I'd hope you'd.
Yeah. It's clearly well put on and developed as a
You say his name wrong on purpose.
Yeah.
Just to check out who is listening and paying attention.
Sound the same. Duran Zerini. Like, I know he's Centauri, but he's basically Italian.
Yeah, it's like that episode of
Oh.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine when what was it? No, that's the follow-up episode. It's the House of Quark episode, as I call it, and he's ended up having to challenge the Klingon, and he just goes, "I challenge Gadok, son of whatever,"
Klingons are all about their honorifics.
It's like he just doesn't care about it, It's like I just imagine Zadora is going, "Oh, you're that, you're that Centauri I've defrauded years ago. How are you?"
So let's get this. Let's see. Well, maybe I'll ask it in game. But all right. So I get my names right. Soran Verini. Check.
Blanky, you're playing poker?
oh,
Are you playing for money? Are you going to be making money? Oh, sorry, man. Just the chat. Go on.
Oh shit, we have chat. That's right.
We do have chat. Look, we got viewer interaction and stuff, man. Let's go. It keeps coming back.
Oh, hold on.
Win lots of money, Blink. Win lots of money.
Exactly.
If you're playing for money.
Yeah.
If not,
Are you
have lots
doing
of
a
fun.
tournament or just limit?
I'm just letting you know that I feel great when I crush my friends in any game.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, I'm one of them. He loves tormenting my characters mentally.
Hey, man. Hey. Signed up for it.
I know. I keep coming back for it. I don't know why. I think I'm a masochist in nature.
That's true. The trick is to have a group of friends that you can crush, but who are dependent enough that they keep coming back.
Exactly. Like, I have to know what happens. Do I get solace? No, you don't. We're going to send you into a spiral of shame.
Yes, here is me typing and advertising our channel at the last moment because somebody totally and utterly forgot to do any advertising this week.
I've been busy. I've also did it about 30 minutes ago on my end.
Yeah, well, at least you did it beforehand. I'm doing it during pre-game banter, but luckily I have 4 people to do it for me, so I can just focus on it.
Yep, hold up. I've just remembered I've got a wee little helper.
Sorry about that.
So yeah, Carlos, we got we fought my nemesis, Mr. Zerini.
Yeah.
He basically
that
seized
part.
the ship, then fled, and then we made our way back to Babylon 5. But it worked out relatively okay so far, and we are now on a mission to implicate the Narn ambassador's aid in shenanigans.
I don't know that that's actually the case. I mean, you have to. I mean, I think that's what you think you're doing, but I don't think that's the case.
Oh, I think we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Glorious. Sure, nothing will go wrong.
What's the actual? I mean, you met with Dugar,
Yep.
Yep.
and he said, "Can you guys do something for me? And what's our payment? And what's the thing that he wants you to do for him?"
What do you ask these hard questions, bro?
When you have a mission, you get like the details, like what is our actual goal? What is the goal that we're supposed to do? That is the most important thing you should find out. What is the actual goal?
Yeah, that's
not a generalized sensation of like, oh well, there's this bad guy and we're supposed to be something bad and get him out of the picture. No.
Yeah, this is the thing. Jakar was speaking in the language of politics of my home world. A lot more was inferred than actually was said than anything else.
Yeah, but what's our actual goal?
Money and power. Sorry, you mean immediate goal, not my ultimate path to purple, all right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, like with Dagar. I'm sorry. That's the name.
No, Jakar.
How about Worcester? What can you tell us about that?
What? Dugar?
Yeah, he's an injured and he's in sick. He's in the medical.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean Dugar. I meant Ambassador
Jakar.
Jakar.
Yes.
It's all these R's, isn't it?
Yes, they're also similar names. It's like, learning a new culture. All these subtle variations that make differences. Yes. Yeah, the screen's a bit small for this. Well, we'll have to wait for Zimmy to come back before it balances out again. But at least we are somewhat visible for the moment being.
What's these words right here on my screen? What's that say? No, we can't have that.
We had a plan for what we were doing last week, but for the life of me, man, it's been a long week. I literally cannot remember. So,
I think it was.
My memory, bro.
The plan so far was we went by ourselves with no backup.
Genius, yes.
Yeah, genius. It was, we then decided to intentionally spy and record on the illicit dealings of potentially some drug runners and ambassador aid that might be potentially betraying the Narn regime. We don't know, right? And she might be willing to kill us. And we're going to plan on picking her up.
All right. Who's they and what is...
It was Kaddoff.
Kaddoff is who?
That is Ambassador Jakar, Ambassadorial Aid.
Oh, he's at Narn.
She's an arm.
Yeah, she's the Narn that I know who Kaddoff is now.
Yeah.
She was there for all of one episode.
Yep.
Okay, and you suspect her of being a rat.
Yes, we think that what Jakar came to us because the Narn that were on the Jacaranda, they were working. They mentioned the guard that I had some fun with.
Yeah. They mentioned the bigger guy. What's the bigger guy's name?
Durog. Rog. D-U apostrophe capital R O G. It's either O G or U G. I can't remember the exact spelling.
And for all intents and purposes, he's a BBEG.
He's a supporting guy. Basically, what we did is our ship got jacked.
Big bad evil guy.
Ship got jacked. Internal Narn politics are involved. We brought this to the attention of the Narn ambassador for hopefully favors and money, and now we're trying to solve it.
Okay, so Jakar said, "Hey, do this thing for us,"
Yeah.
Is he after Durog or is he after Saran?
He's not after. He doesn't give a shit about Saran. He's more caring about he doesn't want Durok having someone watching him. So, but at the same time, he doesn't want BC making any move because he suspects he's getting watched. So he's hoping that we can.
He wants to keep it on the down low. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wooster,
Yes?
is any of this correct?
Well,
This lack of faith is disturbing.
Well, considering the access of information you have at the moment, as pertaining to the situation of your character, where he finds himself at the beginning of this episode.
I don't know jack shit. I know.
Exactly.
Look at my life, man.
The amount of information you can confirm is equal to what they tell you.
Yeah, he's giving us nothing. You get nothing.
You get nothing from these people.
We get it. We get to have a fun narrative exploration of internal Narn politics, which I know nothing about, but I'm sure the viewers will love to hear. That's all.
My only dilemma, my only concern is that we get in there, we talk, we have a nice little discussion, exposition happens, and we literally get nothing from that exposition. Nobody remembers anything. That's my concern, and I know that was me because I was halfway asleep. It was like late at night, and I was watching the episode. And I was like, "Oh man, it's late. And I only caught half of it."
Well, that happens.
By the way, I think I have to go. I think I'm going to might miss out next week again. The training for the I'm doing CPR training. It's a 2-day course. This week, last week, and this week or next week.
So you're gonna miss next week as well.
I think I'll double check with it today because I think I won't be back in time to start. It's a morning class. I'm like, give me the earliest you got so I could be back as soon as possible. And I think they told me like, oh, okay, well, it's a 6-hour course and you'll be done by.
It's like, yeah, if we start at midnight the next day, yeah, you'll be done.
Since we start here at like, to me right now it's 1:30 p.m. So 8, 10, didn't have to start at 8 a.m. I'll double check though. I'll get back to you real quick. I'm sorry about that. How badly has it gotten messed things up?
Yeah, well, real life happens, and since we are getting exactly all of the ad revenue of $0, we can not afford to let you lose your job just yet.
That's true. Keep your income.
Like, we're all doing this for free, so there's nothing we can say. Life happens.
Life happens. You do you first, and then consider us like next. But we are number 2.
Right? I must see you next week, but it's all good. We can catch up. Maybe if we get organised, we can get some sort of plot hook and system design document that we can all look at and share. Yeah, there are tools on the internet we can use for that. So yeah.
There's also things called having professional writers doing that.
Yeah, but professional writers have this thing.
I consider myself.
Oh
They
no,
sort of
Viking
like
Proof
to
says I'm
eat.
gonna be my pay is cut in half.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think there was well, who's this? Great. No.
Well, that message, yeah, that was just my Discord was disconnected, reconnected back in. But it looks like all my audio settings reset themselves. So I literally.
Nasty Nick, thank you for hosting. Yeah. Good on you.
Someone's hosted?
Yeah, Nasty Nick 1 is hosting our channel. Sweet.
Oh,
Didn't
nice.
know we
Awesome.
got such a pull. Nice. First host ever. Do we
I'll
have
admit
some
that
sort of...
we are massively popular. The mainstream media just does not want you to know.
Yes.
We're being
Yeah.
suppressed.
There, yeah, mainstream media. Wow. So, Zim, what do you think of the new Twitch overlay?
Yeah. How do you find the Twitch overlay, everyone?
They're going Twitch.
Yes.
I'm thinking the little cycling thing that has our strength decks, blah blah blah. I was dumb and I thought I had a 3 decks.
Well, lucky I corrected you.
Yeah.
My internet is not being user friendly tonight, so I'm just getting a big
Give me a second, I'm getting myself into it.
I just have a large black box. I like it. It's very sort of Russian 1920s neo-impressionist.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Needs a little more texture, though.
I mean, but I've seen it. It's nice.
I especially like how the logo came up with the traveler text down there. That was just like, oh my god, can it look this pretty? And it can, and I don't know how to make it work with a bigger one, as well as I made it work with this one. I tried, but it just looks wrong when you do it with the big version. But that small one, I want to put it everywhere.
Yeah, Wooster was like trying to persuade us to actually get that tattooed onto our heads. We all kind of vetoed them.
Yeah, I am as disappointed as the rest of you are.
I think it's a neck tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, Carlos has a nice big space for it too.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
I feel like that would just, again, if this pays me enough where I can quit my day-to-day job, then it's up for consideration. But until then, I have to look professional.
Unfortunately.
Are you saying this doesn't look professional?
But you do remember that
this is very clean
dress
cut.
for the job you want, not the job you have.
If I tattooed a big 2D4 RPG on your forehead, yes, that would be unprofessional.
You do it
Yeah,
so
all right.
you can go the hero.
That tracks, yeah.
It's like, could you just imagine, like, some like close cut everywhere, but he then has a massive fringe just like hanging over his face. It goes, Darrell, what's with the hair? No reason, boss. No reason. Just trying something new.
Yeah,
I wonder.
I just bought a new car, so I need to keep the job I have. So, at least for now.
Hey, good news. Judging by the amount of people that are viewing this show at the moment, by this time next month, we are gonna be Twitch affiliate with 3 regular followers.
Oh boy.
Because that is
This
the
is a
minimum
really
needed.
low number for affiliates.
Yeah, the affiliate is only 3. If you want to be a partner, you need 85.
75.
75.
75.
Yeah.
I thought it was 80.
Numbers up.
Guys, math
Average
is
of
hard for
75.
us.
Average of 75.
Yeah, average of
So-
75. So that's we gonna need you all to bring in 6 more people, each of you. Just force them to watch this, and we'll be fine.
Or we will need Frog, Blink, and the rest of us to just make like 20 random accounts and just have them all logged on at once.
Yeah, that too. We could just use all the computers at our availability and just pop it up and have them watch the same channel like every week.
As a joke, I don't want the Twitch guys to get angry at us because you have to actually apply to be a partner. They're like, no, he said this. This might be fake. Deny.
Yeah, we're not asking you to hire a Russian bot or a Chinese bot to create 50,000 false accounts and watch.
Oh, somebody's forcing Nasty Nick to host us. Well, either way, thank you, whoever is forcing Nasty Nick. Thank you for doing this.
Supposedly you. So you're fine.
Supposedly, yeah.
I admit nothing. I will neither confirm nor deny any allegations towards her forcing anyone to host us.
Alright, before we start, I'm going to grab my waters and all that
Yeah.
jazz.
Yeah, sure. Frog scanner. It wasn't monetary payment. Wooster gave him a few hugs. That was it.
Oh, yeah, hugs, definitely, yes, those were hugs. I will absolutely and immediately admit to the hugs.
A sick lobbying job in 20 years, that's how it works. It's not actual cash these days. It's much more sophisticated. He's gonna be like a consultant at 300,000 a year, doing precisely fuck all.
Well, Nasty Nick, even if you have no friends, you have us. We will be your friends. Fun, at least, as long as you're hosting.
Only if you like and subscribe, though. Only if you like. I love his conditional.
Just kidding. You're more than welcome to join us on our Discord channel and chat with us whenever you feel like. Though I will not promise to be there 24/7, but I will try for 22. Every 7
we're all
days.
different time zones. It's weird.
This is actually one good thing about us. The only time we are actually on together is during this stream.
Mhm.
But other than that, we are divided on all possible time zones considerable.
Yeah.
So you should be able to catch any one of us pretty
I
quickly.
mean, technically, at least 3 of us are very close as far as, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure enough. The center triangle, we are all in the same time zone. Oh,
It's just
wait.
the guy in America and the guy in New Zealand who are on, like, the far fucking
Yeah,
edges of it.
And they are
They are
handily over
flankers.
there.
there are our flankers.
Yes. The core group and the flanking unit. Yes, excellent. We have the world by its mighty throat, and we can strangle it to death and squeeze it for money. Yes.
I think that's called core periphery theory, man. I'm not sure if the US is generally considered a periphery state, though.
Generally, I think America.
We refuse to consider us. We're dead center, if anything.
Yeah, I
We're
think
really
America
about
has like tried to do core periphery as them as the core and everyone else as the periphery.
We're never the side meal. We're always the main meal. We're never the accessory. We're always the main thing.
Oh, Changa has also followed us. I didn't even notice that happening. Hello, Changa.
I'm looking at the chat.
Welcome to
I'm looking
following.
at the chat, and we need to have the cat more prominent in our marketing. This is clearly what the viewers demand. So,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
the photo shoots of the cat.
We need more cats in this show. Who else has cat? Kitty, get away.
Either
Okay.
that, or we green screen, but it's not the green screen behind us; it's our faces, and we all just come up as cats.
I don't have a cat, man. The last thing I had to look after was a cactus, and it died of dehydration. So I'm a long way from a cat current.
The internet was built on cats. Well,
For real,
yes.
that's a thing. Like that really happened.
Okay, guys, I think it's about time we head for the content people came for, which is watching you guys miserably fail in all the roles you make.
Mhm.
So,
I'm letting you know right now, it's gonna be 24/7 telepathic power until I run out of side points. Then I win out.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Babylon Project episode 10, when we finally go to double digits, only 8 more and we are fully legal, and we can start doing the porn publicly. Just kidding. We will not be doing porn anytime yet, unless somebody becomes a truly amazing Patreon and just starts paying us for doing things with tentacles and strangling things.
No.
I thought that happened last week.
What did it? What? Have we done
This is
this
a
already?
Tuesday show, guys.
We've gone too far. We've gone too far.
Right. I do believe last week we were left off in the situation where 2 of our brave adventurers have been stuck behind some cargo crates in a cargo bay 16 in Babylon 5, watching as 2 mysterious Narns meet each other. One of them you recognize as the ambassadorial aide Godarth, and the other an unknown entity you do not know. These two are obviously our main heroes, the best people, and the most magnificent beings ever to exist in our galaxy. Landas Cortas, played by Great Lord himself, down here, and obviously Wesley Zadora, right here, played by no one else than Whimsy. Now, the question is, as the two Narns are conversing about their various dealings, what is it that you do? What is your plan? How are you planning to make this exchange look like? After all, your task was to find connection between... Oh, actually, your task was to find the spy of Turog, the Narn who was after your blood.
I'm using the high-quality camera equipment that I purchased under false pretenses to sort of film and take some very candid photos. So I'm going to pretend like I'm sort of the paparazzi outside a seedy motel at like 3:30 in the morning.
So you are going to make your presence publicly known to these people?
No, that's not how the paparazzi work.
Is it
Okay,
not?
I'm like an investigative reporter.
He's setting
Okay,
up
I'm
the
a slightly
cameras
higher class
way
of paparazzi.
So you're taking sneaky pictures.
Yeah.
That's the one.
See.
And hopefully then there's not like, as he takes the pictures, it's that the big click, 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 you know.
I plan to hear, man. Like, I pretend like I work for the Daily Mail or something, you know.
I hope these are future cameras and they don't go click 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 click.
I
click.
know.
Design flaw, you know.
You just imagine that it comes up with a big icon. Yeah, you need to install the newest version of iOS.
Oh shit!
Please get to the newest wireless. Oh no, if it was Windows, that would give you it'll be blue screen and then massive screech as it does it, or something like that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Landis, yourself?
I will be kind of hiding behind the crates in the farthest corner that I can get, because I don't want to really attract attention to myself there. So I want to kind of still maybe have an eye, be able to keep an eye on them, but at the same time I don't want to be stand out right and open where they can see me. So I'm going to be hiding in the corner that's probably the furthest from the door that I expect them to have been coming through in the first place. There.
Right, so you're witnessing the affairs and just waiting for them to depart.
Yeah, really. I think our plan would be let them depart, and it's then make sure they kind of separate there and not walk together, because I don't think we care about the other guy. It's about trying to pick up Kodaf and present her with the information also to Jakar at the same time. There.
We check what's in the crates. That is the cunning plan. And obviously, it's going to be like space cocaine or bombs or I don't know something. Surely it's incriminating. If not, we're boned.
So the question is, will you try and check the crates while they're in here, or will you try and check the crates when they have left? And if so, will you split up for the other party to follow Kodath and other one to check the crates, or will you rather stick together?
Do we split the party, Landis?
How confident are you tangling with an armed female?
I don't know. I don't think I'm allowed to shoot anyone on station. So let's stick together. Let's stick together. Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so also. I don't want to get done for public decency.
So which one do you do? Do you follow them or do you check the crates?
So
I think maybe check the crates, but just check maybe one of them. Don't break all of them, you know?
Yep. Okay, I'm filming, you're checking. And then we're following.
Well,
Do we... Yeah.
yes.
What do we overhear it? What do we need to roll mechanically to do the thing that we want to do?
Does either of you speak Narnish?
Sure, I did a first year interest paper in Narn in college. It's all coming back to me.
I do believe this is a
I got language
linguistics
at
check,
0.
then.
Yeah. Okay.
That would be with education, I believe.
I knew this language paper would come in useful one day. Yeah. With a 9, I assume I understand sort of the basic grammar and some of the vocabulary.
Yes, yes, you understand
train
basics. They seem to be using the words illegal, transfer, smuggle. All the words that interested you back in the day when you were studying Narnish, and also the words perishable is uttered.
Can I just see if from where I am, because I do have a wee bit of language, and Centauri, you know, we have a certain reputation and a certain history with Narn, so let's see how much do I remember, you know, myself.
On which part? Narn itself.
On language, yeah, Narn like.
Do you have language at 0 or better?
I've got language at. Hold on.
I'd hope you have it at 0 at least.
Yeah.
You can't even speak. You only mime.
The skill is actually for foreign languages only. Your own languages can go in education.
So I wrote the same as Whimsy there myself. So
you understand pretty much the same things. Nothing new there. Though, thanks to your Centauri origin, you managed to understand the words word for addiction.
Ooh.
It's one of the things that were used to keep the Narn population in check. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, we were the British of China.
The space British. Well, the conversation lasts for 5 minutes before they crack open one of the crates and seem to check the insiders. Nathoth nods to the other guy. They close the containers, and the two go separate directions. One goes towards the common halls, and one goes towards the docking base. The docking base one is actually Nathoth.
Ooh.
But now you are left in the cargo hold without anyone overseeing you.
So get the Dolphs went to the docking base.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna quickly motion. Go right. Let's just quickly check, and I'll point out. Did you actually catch the one that they opened?
I'm going to assume for purpose of narrative attention, we didn't actually catch it. Couldn't get the angle, but I'm bringing the camera forward. You know, it's like I don't know, like a wee shot mounted camera thing. You guys know what they look like. You're all people of modern society. And yeah, we go up to the crates and we sort of like crack it open and like do the scan, like when there's like a drug bust on TV, you know, how like they, get that pictures of all the drugs and guns and shit, like that.
So you open a crate that you did not on a random whim, hoping this is the one they opened.
We saw what they were standing over because
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You assume this is the one. You're pretty sure this is the one.
Yeah.
There is actually no lock on it, so it's
Okay.
rather easy to open. You crack it open, it goes and the familiar sign of the thing comes into view as the smoke clears, or the vapors clear. And inside, there is frozen linguine.
Oh my god, linguine is illegal on the Narn. Okay, well we pan closer. The little voiceover. This illicit, highly addictive earth substance has been found transshipped to the Narn Empire. Close it back down and keep the file footage.
Yes.
I am
box
just
closes and you are left in the cargo bay. Now, which direction do you go after discovering the illegal linguine?
I am just gonna go. We're not gonna talk about that. I think we go after the 8.
Yes, look, I don't know that Narn from anyone. And clearly he's an illegal transshipper of this terrible drug. But he can do what he wants, you know. I'm going to be keeping potential business contacts kind of free of entanglements. I don't care what happens to the 8. So I don't care what happens to the shipper. Let's follow the 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. You move in after where she went. Unfortunately, she has turned a corner at some point, and she is no longer in the corridor that you go into after examining the box. So there are some footsteps. Though recognizing the proper footsteps to go after is clearly a perception check, or more likely a recon check in this game.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let me check my skill.
Yeah, we were both Marines at some. Well, you might have been.
I like to say I was in the Marines, but actually I was just in linguistics. Sorry, not in linguistics, in logistics. And
Yes.
I do not have recon trained.
You may use intellect.
Follow people.
Or streetwise if you have it. That will also work.
Yep, streetwise, absolutely.
Can I maybe use investigate?
Yeah, that might also work.
Yeah, I've actually been in this part of Babylon 5 before. Why?
I don't want to know.
Yeah, we'll gloss over it.
Yeah, we'll gloss over this.
Yes.
Obviously, not getting lost in the station.
According to Landas, he believes that since Northoth was heading away from the ambassadorial district, the docking bays are over that way, but there is a shortcut to the ambassadorial wing towards right, while according to Wesley's analysis of the situation, whoever goes this way will likely avoid going towards right, for there is security checkpoints towards right, but towards left there is only a few airlocks and a docking bay.
I'm going with. If she is up to something there, and she's carrying something, she might not want to go past security.
That's true. Let's follow onwards, and then we can go back to the ambassador with this damning evidence. Positively damning.
Yes, indeed.
Just before we go on, just to clarify, what's the name? So it is Cortas we're following, isn't it? Because
Yes.
you've said that off.
All these Narn names, they sound the same. I know you're not meant to say it, but I don't know.
Yes, it is Cortas you are following.
Yeah.
So you head towards the airlocks, and you do indeed find a Narn in there. In one of the airlocks, she is standing, talking with another Narn again. This one is it's another female. They are seemingly talking something in hushed tones, and when they catch a glimpse of you, Cortas turns towards you coming in as she notices the fact that you open a door, and she's directly on the other side in direct view. She moves and presses a button which closes the airlock, giving them more privacy.
I am just gonna try and make it look like we're just walking by, not. So I'm not gonna let you just stand outside the airlock and go, "Hi," I'm just gonna make it look like I'm walking by and just like kind of put my head down and just like trying to make it look like I didn't actually see two Narn. I don't want to be like, I want to play like the Centauri. Crap, I'm in the wrong part of town. Make it look like I'm trying to rush out of the way, sort of thing. And when I'm out of sight, I'm going to stop and then try and double back cautiously there.
Yes, sounds wise. I do believe there's some sort of thing called acting in this game. Was it under perform or art or something?
I have also got deception.
Deception works. I grant that. Deception works, and we'll have it dexterity deception, because you are obviously doing it with your body instead of your charming warriors.
Ooh. That bloody worked.
That bloody worked. You are walking away like a properly innocent Centauri, never having seen a Narn in his life.
Yeah. I have quite a bit of training. We're taught how to ignore them.
What about Zadora?
I'm gonna point a play. I'm gonna say that a dodgy recording setup actually has like a tiny directional mic kind of thing. So you can sort of install it in your ceiling fan or whatever, and you can get focused sound pickup, because God knows what people with too much money do in their spare time. I'm gonna just try and train that on the Narn as we sort of saunter by.
Oh, fair enough. Give me electronic sensors.
I'll just flat electronics for you. I figured out where the on button is.
yes, you do. Unfortunately, though, you figure out that the airlock door is far too thick for you to get anything through it.
Oh.
No.
There is a small window, but it's clear enough that it's two-way window, so they can see you if you go near it. But as long as the door is closed, it's easy enough to sneak close to it and try to listen through the door itself. Alternative is to hack into the system and try and use the surveillance cameras inside.
Absolutely. A round of hacking sounds precisely what I want to do at 10 in the morning New Zealand time. Yeah, let's go for that.
It's a simple hacking check.
All right. Yeah. So that's just
electronics computer, I believe.
And two of the police officers in New Zealand who are part of our audience, we are not actually hacking. This is us just doing a die roll. Okay?
And besides, if there's any hacking involved, it is in a space station about 25 light years away from Earth. So and New Zealand.
Jurisdiction. There's no jurisdiction.
Yes.
With an 8?
Yes, with an 8, you actually do manage to get the onboard sensors display to recognize your authority. It's like, welcome, Officer Welsh. Please.
Yes.
Routing, security clearance. And you get image and sound from inside the airlock, which is again in Narn.
Cool.
For some odd reason, these Narn do seem to like to discuss in languages not English.
I know.
How rude of them.
I'm just gonna.
You go, man.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just gonna I'm guessing you're like on one side, I'm like on the other side, So like, there's the airlock door. You're like there. I'm like there, sort of thing. And I'm just gonna go with. Can you record what they're saying and what's on to your recorder?
Absolutely. I'm going to assume that because it's a space digital camera, there's a way to like interface data between the two devices, whether that's some sort of like space HDMI cable or a wireless. Whatever.
Yes. In future space, just about everything is standardized, so you can just plug your thing in and it works splendidly.
The International Space Organization has made great strides.
Yes, it is the Universal Serial Bus.
I just love how Blinken just pointed out the more simpler way. You could just point the camera at the screen.
But man, then I get potato quality. Like,
yes, exactly. The quality is important in these things.
It's got to be difficult.
Yes.
I just love like the Blinken just went with like that old myth about what the Soviets did. Like NASA spent millions supposedly like trying to create a pen that can work in space, and the Russians took a pencil up. Which is they did, but no, the Russians were also trying to develop the pen also, because the pencil, all those violins going everywhere, was bad for the stations and the crap in the first place.
Indeed. Well, as you observe the conversation, it is very short after the point you managed to hack it. So whatever they talked before, you have no idea. But you do see as Navoth reaches for the controls to open up the airlock towards your end, and there is a spark of lightning coming out of the controls, and the opposing door opens, and the vacuum just sucks the two Narns out of it.
Okay.
Are they suited up? Or have they gone out of the space station?
No. I'm just going to go with, I think we are going to take this as a lesson, Zadora. We never hack airlock doors ever again.
Not me, man. I'm reaching in my back pocket. I'm getting out the hip flask of bleach that I keep in there. I'm fucking shaking it up the console. We're off. Listening.
Yeah, I'm just going to go. All right, let's go before this gets registered. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we hustle. Yeah, we hustle.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You leave. Meanwhile, back at the station's more residential areas, Colonel Noah Malone is in a seedy bar. Well, maybe a little bit more residential area. Well, either way, the seedy bar in Downbelow, filled with all sorts of nasty inhabitants. Imagine the Mos Eisley Cantina, but with less obnoxious aliens, or more obnoxious aliens. Let's go with both. And yes, there is some sort of tune playing on the background, which is drowning all the misery of the people drinking in there. Now, you do believe there is not a happy soul in this establishment, including your own. You've been here ever since you got the message that somebody knows something on Mars, and you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes.
They asked you to meet them here, but they are about half an hour late. This is sort of unusual behavior for somebody who wants to talk to you about secret affairs. Luckily, you know their name and their domicile, where they should be. This is Mariah Bembleton. She was one of your underlings back when you had your commission on Mars. Back during before the incident with IPX.
Yeah.
Bembleton used to be very punctual about things, and her being half an hour late for a meeting is
Yeah, that's not like her. She is usually very punctual. Bartender, another water, please.
Yeah, I'm sure if you want that.
Yeah, listen, I'm still waiting for my other party to get here.
Yeah.
There's any new calls for Noah, has there?
No new calls at all in the last 5 minutes.
Since I asked, yeah, alright.
Alright. Does look like you've been stood up, Mama.
Yeah, I suppose that's what it looks like. Well, if you don't mind, I'll finish off my water and wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's your call. Well, in that case, we will go to see what is going on in the local local computers. Local central computer hub, where Femi finds himself conscious once more. Standing next to a console that is open, where it says, "Please log in to access. Please log in to access the data files."
I have no clue how I got here, right?
None whatsoever.
I kind of like in the back of my mind, it's like just such a bitch.
Just out of curiosity, Femi, is it just you in the back of your head, or is there any other apparitions there? Just wondering.
There's a blanket statement to all four of you. All four of you in my head. Y'all a bunch of assholes. Can I kind of, is there any way I can like play back whatever was pulled up on this thing like last 30 minutes?
Yeah, sure. As you look up, there was 3 attempts to access files, each one blocked by lack of access to pertinent information. First one was the first one was an attempt to figure out more about Talia Winters. That was a query for her personal file.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, there was a query about the station's blueprint, particularly the weapon systems. And the last one was a query about the query into airlock security systems.
Ooh.
After that, there was a there is a section of 5 minutes where there appears to be no entries, and then there is suddenly a new entry. In this in the log out fashion, but it's too clear. There isn't even a single keyboard click in the log between those 2 moments.
I say in the back of my head, so you want to go speak to Talia?
There is no answer.
Okay, well, if you want to play this game, we'll just play it that way then. Hold on, let me see how this power works. Because we're just going to start just using power willy-nilly, see what happens.
That's the best way to use mind-melting powers. Just willy-nilly. Willie that nilly by. Yeah. Well, while you are considering...
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm going to use life detection to find my compatriots on this.
So you're focusing on your particular compatriots, the four of them. Oh, there are three of them, actually.
Exactly. Where are all they at?
Yes. Yeah. Do go ahead. I will give you heavy penalties for being inside a space station, but there is a lot of metal around you. That is not good for psionic detection.
Yeah, it's like they don't want you to detect anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, so what's the penalty? Like,
oh, it's just I'm increasing your difficulty level to 14.
14? It's just a 4+ to...
Yeah, it's formidable task to, but just the fact that it's possible is because you're trying to find specific familiar things.
No. Yeah, but it says if an individual whose telepath knows is detected using power, he or she will be recognized.
Yeah,
I'm just doing life detection in general, but if anybody I know is in whatever, it's they're immediately recognized.
But each layer of metal increases that difficulty between you and the target.
Also, it's like 3 of us against 250,000 people.
Yeah. Normally
trying
power...
to find somebody in a stadium.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, that guy way over there. That's the guy I'm looking for. He's a...
Yeah. Normally,
no,
normally you need a line of sight for telepathic abilities to work in Babylon 5 universe, but since the Traveler rule system is a bit different, I'm giving you a bit of leeway with that. So
that would have been great to know, because I'm just basing this off of...
Yeah, I know. I should have mentioned this earlier, but...
Yes.
But anyway, but I'm just making it so that metal obstacles will count for you getting penalties on the roll. I'm allowing you to
because because I was looking at it, because rules as written as far as travel are, it just will require more side points for me to spend to increase my visible range, but
right.
I can do that too. If I can find the thing.
I should know this stuff.
That is a
Well, the station is grand total of 5 miles long, so about 8 kilometers. If that gives you any idea how you want it to be, but it's only 700 meters wide, maybe 1 kilometer wide at best. So you roll 11 versus the 14, which means you do manage to notice 2 of them, which are rather close and moving fast. From outer sections towards the inner sections of the station. They are about 200 meters away. That would be no surprise. Whimsy, not Whimsy. Wesley and Landas.
I kind of like that, like it's almost like that cartoon thing where you can kind of just like see like the stresses like accumulating the character's face, and you're just like, knowing these two, if they're running and they're together, something horrible happened. And the one person I trust to be like the one to make sure things at least don't go wrong isn't with them. So I go towards the trouble. I guess I don't have time for this shit, but I just go towards the trouble.
So you are going to meet the two?
Yeah, I mean, if I can, it's like like they're running, and then like I just like turn that corner, and they just kind of just like see my face. If I can pull that off, like.
Right. Yeah, you definitely can, because you can essentially read their surface thoughts with ease since you know them so well. You just focus on it, and you know which elevator they're gonna be taking and so on. So you just go, and once the elevator reaches a new floor, ding! Hey, there they are. But meanwhile, let us go back to Noah while we wait for Wednesday. So Noah has been waiting another 15 minutes, and Mariah has not shown up.
I'm gonna try to contact her. Hey, Mariah, this is Noah. I'm still over here at the bar. I'm not sure if you know how to get here or not. Listen, I can't see you, so we're gonna let's try it. Why don't you try messaging me later? We'll meet up. It's very important that I get a hold of you somewhere private. Noah Malone. Call me back. You know my number. Look around, and there's a lot of city characters here, right?
Yeah, more than you can count.
What you looking at?
Yes.
Pay attention to your own drink there. Here, listen, bartender. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here. What's my tab at?
Let's see, that's 12 waters, so let's call it an even 10.
Yeah, here's a 20. Thanks, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Yes.
Hope you find your girl.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm hoping that's not 12 pints of water you've had.
It's good. You got to stay hydrated. even if not.
What?
I walk out, and I that one big Narn in that corner that keeps giving me that funny look. Yeah, I see you. And I just keep walking out.
Yes.
Fight.
Yeah, but it's like sober bar fight from Noah.
You do, however, know this after a while, as you are sober and experienced in military affairs, that someone is following you.
Nice. Outside of the bar, right? On my way, just walking normally?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that would be the very same Narn you had just pointed towards.
I'm gonna walk around to one of the... I'm imagining straight hallway, left turn. I'm staggering a little bit. Get to the left turn and then press my back against the wall so that I lose sight of him. The second that he maybe catches around, I'm gonna try to surprise him.
Fair enough. And what is it that you are trying to do with your surprise?
I'm gonna tackle him, or at least confront him immediately. Guts around the corner. Hey, what's going on?
The Narn, startled, stepping back. Oh! Just walking here. It's not illegal.
Just walking, huh? Well, why don't you just keep on walking then? I don't like people behind me.
You got a lot of problems.
Yeah,
Hey,
I do have a lot of problems. Did you want to be part of my problem? Because I got a solution for that problem.
Oh yeah? And what is a squishy human like you talking about problems? Maybe you're biting something bigger than you think you can handle?
Oh, you think I can't handle some little pipsqueak like you, huh? Well, I'll tell you what. You really want to tangle? You really want to dance? Let's tango. Come on.
No, I don't want to dance. I want to fight you.
Well, buddy, that's all you had to say. Yeah. No reason for it. Come on. Show me your best shot. I'll let you give it to me right here. Come on.
Okay, let's do it this way. Unless you want to really hurt him, but if you just want to have do a little bit of seeing which one of you is better.
Yeah.
So if you're just going to go with who is better, then just random regular melee brawling or melee unarmed roll, and we'll see who gets bigger. If he gets bigger, he wins. If you get bigger, you win. But if you tie, the security will come and break your butt.
Love it. Love it. Got no problem with any of those words. All right, let's see. I've got it ready here. Where's my unarmed combat?
I got my number ready. What is yours?
I can't find where melee is at.
It should be under M. Between N and L.
There it is. I don't know why, but it didn't have it on.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Play medic and navigation.
I do apologize. This is making me really weird. Oh, that's why. Come on, good. Get this stuff ready to go. Here we go. I'm rolling it. Boom.
I'm not seeing any booms yet. Ah, there we go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh dear.
Love it.
Yeah, apparently your bravado is much greater than your ability to back it up. This younger, healthier, bigger Narn. It's almost like the scene from cartoons where he holds his hand on top of your head and your swinging head, but nothing connects.
I'm strong but slow at punching.
Yeah. So as your punch comes, he's able to just duck out of the view, get his hand under your hand, and throw you over the shoulder and get against the wall on the other side. So going like, should have known. You're just a big talker. Let me know if you find somebody good enough to fight, and maybe we'll talk again. And he would kick sand on you, but there's only like a few pieces of dust on the floor paneling, and he walks away, leaving you gather yourself against the corner of the metallic wall that stings.
I'm still trying to see straight. Oh, that really hurt. Hit me right in the eyes. Eventually, I'll stumble my way back towards the Jacaranda, or at least towards the docking stations.
Yeah, you have no problem doing that. Meanwhile, as Landas and Wesley are standing in an elevator, it stops for the next floor to pick up someone, and as the doors open, Femi stands in front of you.
Ah, Femi! And I just literally put my hand on his shoulder and just go, oh, man. Come in.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Don't lie. I can tell when you're lying.
We did do anything ourselves. There was...
We did absolutely nothing. And the absolutely nothing that we did can be discussed back on the ship.
Yeah. Or maybe in Ambassador Jakar's office?
My question is, where were you when our ship was getting hijacked? We're not going to pay you for the down period, and you haven't filed for leave. So
you do realize you're not really in charge.
Yeah, technically
I pause with a wounded expression. A wounded expression. It cuts me to the quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all equal owners here.
We're all equal owners, but some of us are more equal than others.
Yeah, like, I think who has the most shares in the ship at the moment?
I mean, then again, I really wouldn't say they're worth much since your wife just bought something on some planet for.
That's true. They mostly their shares are large growing debt, but
luckily she didn't have access to the ship shares.
Hopefully that planet doesn't get blown up or some shit.
Quite.
Oh. Shall we? Do we bicker amongst ourselves, or do we
go to the ship? Yeah, we go to the ship.
Okay, right, excellent.
I see the cameras.
I see exactly.
So as you get to the docking base to board Ferrero, your magnificent shuttle, you see the back of Malone as he meanders through with a hazy step towards the shuttle ahead of you, and he seems to be sort of drunkish.
Oh, hey. Yeah. What's up, guys? Been a while since I've seen y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, have you had a big night? Is that water on your breath I can smell?
Yeah. Went to the bar, tried looking for a fight or something, and well, I got what I was looking for, I suppose.
Yeah. Malone, my suggestion is, if you're gonna do this, actually drink alcohol.
Yeah, but if I'm drunk, I don't do as good.
By the looks of you didn't do good in the first place. You might be... At least the alcohol might have anesthetized you a wee bit.
Pain is good. Lets you know that you're alive. Pain tells you where it's hurt. Pain tells you that things are working correct. Pain is good for you.
Oh, I'm not about pain at the moment. Can we maybe not discuss issues like pain and where it's hurting and get on the ship?
Yeah, I got it. This last Narn really put a number on me. That's a valuable lesson, though. I feel like getting back into my room and taking a little nap anyway. So yeah, let's get on. What adventures you guys been going on?
Yeah, Noah, did you take some equipment out of your room?
No, I mean just my knives and
You might want to check your inventory.
I thought we weren't talking about this kind of stuff.
No, we keep a thin pattern of bickering as we go back to the ship.
Yes.
I want to say as soon as we're like on that on the transport away, I feel
on
like
the Ferrero.
Yes.
Ferrero.
On Ferrero, I'm like, what do you mean the ship got hijacked?
Wait, what now?
Yes. You can ask him, and I point to Zadora.
Well, the two of you were off the ship. We were hijacked by an old adversary of mine involved in some Centauri weapons research programs, plus Narn mercenaries associated with elements of regime politics, and it's all gone to shit. I hope this...
Wait. We got hijacked. Shit's missing, or is the ship alright, or are the crew alright?
The crew's alright. There is some injuries, but everyone's fine. There is some damage to the ship. The bridge has to be rebuilt. A certain gentleman that Zadora had the I'm going to say, for our sakes, the unfortunate convenience of having to know and thus bring them into our lives means that might be having to look at a hefty repair bill.
Does this have to do with your little illegal Centauri space pistol?
Yes. The one that he hasn't been telling me anything about, and every time I bring it up, he finds something else to discuss, or he keeps talking about checking the weather. Something about a rain check. There's no rain in space, Zadora, and we've got a climate-controlled ship.
Wait a minute, what pistol? What are you talking about? So let's start at the beginning. Make it simple for somebody like me.
So you remember, like, when we said the ship where I killed all the Narns on the first time?
Yeah, where there was this mysterious lady that invaded my brain that's now sitting in your brain.
Remember that vacuum of space that happened in the ship? Yeah, that had to do with his little space pistol.
Oh, wait, that thing made that big asshole?
Yes.
That attracted security guards?
Yes.
It attracted the attention of Babylon 5. That's from that little gun?
Yes.
And where did you get that gun there, Wesley?
Well, would you be surprised if I told you that the Earth Alliance and the Centauri military have a variety of black budget weapons research programs? Anyone surprised?
No.
Not really, but I think based on the technology and the styling of said pistol, that it came from Centauri Prime, and certain individuals are still expecting it to be on the planet. Am I correct in that assumption?
And if I were to tell you that perhaps elements of our glorious Earth government don't necessarily want to share the fruits of that research with our...
In other words, you stole it.
Anyone? Surprise, hands up, no? Well...
I think when instead of you saying elements of your government, you saw the shiny, and you took it.
Is this true? Wes, did you steal this pistol?
And I'm getting the sneaking suspicion.
Wait. Stealing is a strong word. I like to think of it as unsolicited technology transfer.
All right, so you acquired the pistol, and then this dude came to get it back. Is that right?
Oh no, he
may have
came
been
to
my
kill us.
co-researcher. He may have been my co-researcher on this program. I didn't think he would do anything, frankly, but clearly he has found backers and interest from someone.
Yes.
I thought he would not be an issue. And you have my heartfelt apologies that he has become one.
And I'm getting the sneaking suspicion Zadora might have only been able to get...
What's this beeping?
There is a message incoming at Landas' personal communicator.
Give me a second. I pull out my communicator and I go, Cortas speaking.
Hello, brother-in-law. That Virini you asked for?
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, I found out that he reserved a ticket for a transport leaving Babylon 5 2 hours ago.
Where is he going?
Narn? Narn homeworld.
Traitorous little... I will deal with this.
Yes. Okay. Anything else you want me to do?
No. If I at the moment fear ye see to your duties, I have unfortunately have forced myself upon you too much, and I shouldn't be doing that here. That My fault. I should be respecting your position as ambassador's aide there, but I do thank you for helping me there.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
I'm just confirming, you did say the ship's already left, did you?
Oh, yes, the ship left 2 hours ago.
It was to her, right.
No. Reserved the thing 2 hours ago. The ship leaves in 3 hours.
In 3 hours?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You might want to talk to the ambassador.
About what?
A certain individual of one of the noble houses who is involved in our arms and weapons research development procedures is getting involved in cozy with the Narn.
I will get the ambassador.
Hopefully, we can stop him before he leaves.
Londo! And he leaves the communicator open as he walks away from the screen.
Your brother-in-law really has like no spine, like at all.
He means well, but
Wait, so the guy that hijacked and stole back his own gun and messed up our ship, he's still in Babylon 5?
by the sounds of it, I thought he would have escaped by now. But I think...
Turn the shuttle around, perhaps?
Yes.
What are we going to do in Babylon 5? Wait a minute, what did you do in Babylon 5?
Nothing.
You did something.
Nothing. There was a technical malfunction. We were the unfortunate witnesses.
And that would be what?
An airlock door opened up and sucked two poor Narn out into space.
Okay. Were these important people? Important Narns? Or just...
One of them slightly important, Ambassador Jacar's aide, and I think he'll actually be quite happy.
Wait, what?
Yes, that a Centauri and a human were there when a Narn,
Oh, don't worry.
Jettison out. I mean, he may not care reality-wise, but politically, that's not good.
Not when he actually asked us to look into her.
Do you have proof?
He knows what he told us.
Okay, and people do not lie.
True.
We have footage of the whole thing. It was a legitimate malfunction, which we have caught on camera.
Yes, and how do you explain that you caught this on camera?
A candid camera.
There are holes in your plan. All around it.
And as I said, this is one where it might be best we do not try to bring in security. There.
But you want to go try and stop this Centauri from leaving Babylon 5? Where
there's certain things that maybe Mollari can pull on his end. The man had Narn lay hands on me.
You guys don't like that.
And it wasn't in the sense that would be quite pleasurable. Let me put it that way.
Data crystal. It's a data crystal. We're being reminded in chat by our helpful.
Oh, I still remember that sucker.
I'm just going with this, and I just pull out. You're asking what evidence? This was everything that Jacar gave us. He asked us to look into it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's in the crystal?
That a certain member of his staff may have been involved in illicit trading.
Yeah.
on Babylon 5 and might have been spying on him on behalf of another gentleman of the Narn regime called Durog.
But that person's probably out in the vastness of space now. So again, what
Wait,
does that do
Landas.
for you?
Well, might have, or did you? Do you guys prove that that's the actual thing?
Oh, she was bringing something in.
Apparently, linguine is restricted in non-space.
I don't think that's what he was saying. We might want to get that translated properly, but we have got it recorded. My Narn's rusty, but I call the word. They were talking about something that was addictive.
Doesn't
and
matter.
illegal.
I see, but
Linguine.
I mean, is mission successful or not? Is all I want to know.
Oh,
Yes. I think we can forward this happily to the ambassador.
yeah. The fact that if she was actually spying on Jakar for Durog, she's out of the picture now. So that is mission successful. We've got evidence that she was up to something, because I don't think the ambassador would assign us to spy on his aide if he was illegally bringing drugs into Babylon 5. Jakar might be Machiavellian, but I don't think he's that insane.
I mean, I would if you weren't cutting me in on it. But that's just
Okay, well, good. That mystery solved. You have proof that she did it. He's gonna pay us, and awesome. I like it.
that does not fix the Centauri person who destroyed parts of our ship.
Yeah, what do we do about that?
Oh no. I have some plans if I can get them off there. They might not be legal in certain parts of space, but he was let's be honest, he was planning on doing the same thing to me.
Okay.
Look, between the Centauri regime, the Centauri Empire, who is likely to assassinate him, and the Intranan regime politics, also likely to assassinate him, I think the problem can solve itself.
Oh no, I want him. I can't even go into detail in polite company of what I want to happen to him. There. But let's just say I would gain a lot of pleasure knowing that he will regret every decision in his miserable little life.
Dang, Landas, it's almost like he stole the gun from you.
No, I think a certain Mr. Zadora here might have used our friendship to get the gun out of Centauri space.
You have a lot of suspicion and anger bottled up inside you. I'm sure the budget can stretch to some professional help. I think it'll be good for you. And
maybe to the tune of something that might help me. Yeah, there is a lot of anger. Yeah. There's a certain house on a certain island that I'm having to deal with also.
as a point of play, didn't we patch this over by me cutting you in on the ship?
Yeah. Well, this is where I'm actually finding out why I got such a healthy drainage portion.
So,
Yeah.
so with this discussion going on, I assume you turned your heading from Jacaranda to returning to Babylon 5?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I would
Alright,
say so.
so you arrive at the station. What sort of gear do you take with you? As you well know, weapons are banned on Babylon 5.
What's our play here?
Well, I mean, I am a weapon.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are also banned.
Are you banned? My goodness. That's discrimination, that is.
I know. I mean, I have they call it a field kit, not a med kit, or whatever it's called.
That's banned. I mean, there's sharper edges in those needles.
I know. It's like, oh, you're going to do medicine on somebody.
Time out. I got us a couple of weapons, but what's our play here? What's our plan?
We're gonna visit both ambassadors, get our brain loaded, and then bugger off. Unless someone else has like.
Our goal is to talk to 2 ambassadors and get information and then leave, right? That is the plan.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Before you start the plan, I will introduce a meta into this. There is a certain amount of time before the officials will tag a couple of your personas to have been near the accidental airlock opening, and they wish to interview you. However, you got this much time in hours to do it. I'm not telling you how long it is, but if you don't complete your things before that time runs out, you will not get out of the station, at least officially. So the question is, how will you split the party, and what are the designations for the parties attending these occasions?
This is my solution to get out, but okay.
I'm thinking I better see Londo myself. I'm thinking Zadora see Jakar.
Yeah.
Well, question is that which one of us goes with you to the Narn, and which goes with the Centauri to the Centauri?
Yeah.
Are you rock paper scissors in this one? There.
I'm just maybe thinking, because there's only 2 of us that are seen at a certain area, okay? So better to maybe separate.
You know what I'm thinking? We haven't done a pair up like this. I pair up with Wesley, and Landas and Femi pair up together.
That's good. I like this.
We haven't done. I've always paired up with the opposite people. Yeah, let's pair up this way.
Fine. I don't like Centauris all that much, but I'll go with them. There's nothing against you personally, but you're all kind of assholes.
This is exactly a good. This is why it's a good pairing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, and you don't come off anyway conceited yourself, Femi.
I mean, the difference is, just like reason you guys, we just don't care. All right, let's go.
Fair enough.
Me and Malone have a close emotional bond of former service people and war heroes. Don't we?
Yeah. Zadora got a paper cut, and you got a medal for it.
I lost an eye, man. I lost an eye.
I was like, don't punch any more Narns or get punched by any more Narns. However that story went.
And where exactly did you lose your eye? Glaring into the cleavage of a lady?
No, I lost my eye in one of the few successful fleet actions during the Minbari War. I'm a legitimate war hero with legitimate medals.
Sure you are.
That's what we call it.
Yeah, it was
15 purple hearts.
It's a known thing, yeah. That maneuver is still talked about in lots of places. The retreat maneuver.
So, let's see, which party goes first? Any volunteers?
Yeah, sure. We go to the Narn, right?
Yep.
You go to meet the Narn. So you go towards you both groups go towards the ambassadorial district, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we're walking, I'm gonna do the executive thing. I'm gonna be on my space mobile. I'm gonna be like, yeah, that brain, I need it yesterday.
Wesley,
You're going to have to load it up, put it in the hold. I'm telling you, it's going to be huge on Earth. It's going to be huge. It's like that power executive conversation where you're speaking just loud enough that people can overhear that you're like a big boy.
Give me deception then. That is a convincing one. You may use your social standing.
Do you know who I am?
Don't you know who I am?
I'm an important asshole on the phone.
Exactly.
Don't
Loudly
disturb me.
public. Please show me
Loudly
respect.
talking. I'm going to do some CrossFit. Yeah.
I'm just expecting like Zadora to go, I am the corridor.
7. People aren't really that impressed.
Well,
It's probably because I keep rolling my eyes in the background.
You don't undermine me in front of the customers.
The little people.
Exactly, the little people.
yes, you do manage to get through, but as a consequence, you also do draw some attention to yourself. People will notice you and dodge you and look at you like, what does that man think he's doing? Sort of way.
What do I get in terms of promises of green loading into our cargo bay?
Well, I do believe you had your cargo bay full of breen already.
Mhm.
Yes. Oh, it's already loaded. Sweet.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just talking it up. I'm talking it up. It's going to be huge. Huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge,
They're
right?
really-
Huge. This is the biggest
They're
deal
gonna
in
put
our
about 5
history.
6 people who love them.
Yes.
Wesley, when we get there, when we talk to the ambassador Jakar,
Yep.
what's our move there? What do we want to get?
What do we want? We'd like favors from the Narn regime. Basically, we're doing him a favor, and we're going to sit back and see what happens in Narn space. So hopefully that will get that alliance of my previous research partner and his Narn backers off my back, because they'll be too busy playing silly buggers with each other. And
didn't
the
understand
ambassador will
anything you're
owe us.
I don't understand a word you're saying.
Okay.
Dumb it down for me
Okay.
like I'm 12.
Okay. We have attracted attention of my former research partner and certain factions within the Narn regime. We don't want them fucking with us anymore. So what we've done is done the existing Narn regime and ambassador a favor so that they can clamp down on this intra-politics and basically sort out our problem, ideally violently, for us.
Gotcha. You pissed off these people, so we want Ambassador Jakar from the Narn to fix that problem for us. All right,
Yes.
I'm on board. Let's do this. You do most of the talking, and I'll back you up any way that I can.
Try to keep the eye rolling to a minimum.
Don't worry, buddy. You got my back.
As you reach Ambassador's door, the door is closed, and as you ring the bell, there is no answer to it.
Is it locked?
Yes. Is it locked after you roll? I don't know.
I'll try his comms. Do I get a response? I'm sure we have an anonymous burner phone that we can call him on.
I assume you can spend 50 credits to get one. I assume you can spend 50 credits to get one.
Absolutely, man. It's just nothing but sort of space drug dealer phones and disposable SIM cards. Just
Yeah. As you call the ambassadorial number, it says in the lines of this number is currently busy. Please leave a message.
How am I gonna phrase this? Let me think. I'm gonna word it really euphemistically and diplomatically, and basically just say it's done. You can. Here are the extant recordings, and basically put it in an envelope and put it sort of under the door.
Dude, no.
It's an
Wesley,
airtight door. It's an airtight door. So
You stop me. You go. Hang on a second. Midway through my stupidity. Well, when Malone stops me, and Malone.
Why don't we do this? This, I'm assuming, is the proof of the favor, right?
Yes.
Okay. How about you just leave a message for him to get back to you, and we'll set up a meet time.
I knew there was a reason I hired you on, and it's not just your good looks. Yeah, we do that. Yeah. Did you roll anything?
Well, if you want to make a good impression, yes. But if you just want to leave a standard message, no need to roll.
Just.
If you want to take the chance, though.
Sorry.
If you want to take the chance, then it's either diplomat or persuasion.
In fact, why don't we ask him to meet us at that other cool bar, that gambling place? True. What's it called? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been there.
The casino?
Yes, that's the one.
Yes. The lucky brain. The lucky brain. That's such a strange name for a bar, but you know.
Anyways, leave a message. We'll get back to him. We'll meet up with that, okay?
Yep. Perfect. Yeah, we do that.
Right, so you leave a message and then you leave. Meanwhile, in the Centauri part of the station, which is exactly as far away as one can get in the space station on the ambassadorial wing. So when you have a circle, here is the Narn embassy, here would be the Centauri embassy. Exactly the opposite sides of the station.
Before we go in, I want to say to him, I was like, look, you guys can be extremely long-winded.
Short, I'm guessing you're about to say.
Keep it short, because odds are, no matter how much you guys had nothing to do with it, they're going to say you had something to do with it.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
But at the same time, the only reason why we're involved in this is because of Farini. So if I can get him stopped and then investigated, it might give us some evidence to back us up with us being the innocent victims.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you lead. I would like not to have to kill anybody today.
I don't want to kill anyone else today. It just ruins my bloody dress wardrobe. There. Let's go and see what Londo's going to charge me for his services this time.
Okay.
And I'm guessing we're literally, as we have been having this conversation, just as we kind of come onto the corridor where the embassy is, I am literally just going to walk up and just hit the chime for the door. Yeah.
Right. You head for the door.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there in front of you, closed.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hit my intercom, and I'm gonna actually go and try and see if I can reach Fear.
Well, your personal com or the door com?
I'll try the door com first. If I get no response within 2 seconds, I'm literally hitting my personal. There.
Yeah. So as you try the door com, after a couple of bleeps, there is Vir on the screen. The Centauri embassy, embassy is not taking any video. Oh, hey, hi. Oh, it's you. Let me open the door.
In. Thank you.
Shing.
We come in, and I'm going to go.
Both of you?
I assume so.
Yeah. Just confirming.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go as the ambassador in.
Yeah. As you walk in, Vir is there. Was starting to say something, but as you start talking, he stops, not wanting to disturb you. And when you have finished the question from the other, from deeper in the complex, through an open door comes the answer, yes, the ambassador is in. And the Centauri ambassador himself steps into view in his full regalia, all of his what's the word for those decoration, no, awards on display, ribbons, marks of bravery,
commendations
medals,
and all this, yeah.
Commendations, which is pretty typical for anyone of his status to have in official capacity. When you're official, you have everything available for field view to know that you have earned all of this prestige.
Yeah.
And he has the presence of a man who knows he's valuable but has been forgotten to an outside post. He knows he has authority here, but that's all he has. So it's a mixed package of awe and sort of landing back. But he seems to have this odd determination in his voice as he speaks. That is somewhat out of character for someone who feels that way. And before you, when you try to open your mouth to say something, the telepath leaves now.
I'm gonna just go to Femi. I'm going, Femi, can you step?
I didn't tell you to speak. The telepath goes. Veer looks around and quickly goes to open the door, though like panicking, like it's unusually forceful of the man.
I just smile at him, nod, and I'll walk outside.
And even before the door properly closes, he begins. Cortas, do you have any idea what sort of mess you have brewed up for me? Not only did I get a call from Minister Virini's office, but also that you have been working for Jakar on my station.
I'm only doing what Virini did himself.
You are not going to say anything about this. You are going to shut up and listen. Because you will get the one chance to redeem your name, or you will be thrown on a planet guaranteed to have brain eaters in it. I don't give a darn if the blockade will kill you on the way down, but if you do make it down there, I hope you like it. Now, first things first. This mission you have with Jakar, you will give him false information. I know just enough to have prepared a data crystal for you. You will deliver this to Jakar and you will tell him it's the real deal. It has all the information he needs. And that's the end of it. You do this, and we might call it a little bit of reparations for ruining my day. Do I make myself clear, Mr. Cortas?
Yes, Ambassador. And one question, and I know you will ree me for asking this. If Virini gets to Narn with the prototype,
you are no longer to be concerned over the matters of the Virini. Is that understood? Officially,
yes.
We have nothing we are going to be doing about Virini. He is a free man, and if he wants to go get killed on Narn, that is his business. There is nothing in the law that we can do about it. And you will now leave and complete this mission I have given to you within the next 3 hours, or I will have you ruined for the rest of your life. Mir, open the door. Oh, yes. Shh.
Everything I have ever tried has been for the Republic, Ambassador. And I just turn there, and I just, before I leave, I go, I sometimes wonder if anything that you do is for the Republic, or is it just for your own glory?
Everything I do for the Republic.
Then how does protecting what Freja has done help the Republic? And then I just leave.
I am the Republic.
There is a grumble before the door closes, but you are in the corridor with Femi.
I feel like you look like, somebody just like, peed in your Cheerios.
I do not know what I'm going to do, Femi.
What does he want you to do?
He's asking me to ignore blood oath on a man who's threatened me and the Republic. He's then asked me to do duty to the Republic. He says it's duty to the Republic, but I'm not sure what he's asking me to do is for the Republic or just for his own glory.
So he wants you to drop it.
He's asking me to drop it, and he's asking me to try and interfere with what Zadora's about to do with Jakar and present other information. If Jakar finds out, that's us burned a bridge with Jakar also. And he's not promised that what I do is going to fix everything with him. He's just pissed that Farini's the elder members of the Farini family have pulled strings.
So what did he ask you to do exactly?
We are to try and read the information that Zadora has presented. We're not to present that to Jakar. We're to present this data crystal.
No. Is it we or just you?
Me.
So we have nothing to do with this. So we can do whatever we want to. Just you have to do what he tells you to do.
Can you try and contact Femi? Can you try and contact Malone and Wesley? You can do what you want.
I mean, I feel like killing Centauris today. I don't know about you.
I thought you only like Narn. It's good to see that you're expanding your horizons, man.
I'll be honest, Femi, at the moment, I wouldn't mind killing some Centauris myself.
No, we wouldn't want to dirty your, illustrious hands. I mean, because...
My hands are already dirty.
I mean, you could be sitting safely on a ship with no clue what's about to happen.
I say, let me do what I need to do.
Do what you need to do?
With as clean as a conscience. And can I ask you to try and delay Wednesday and Malone from meeting with Jakar? I'll try and meet him myself. It might just be a shame if you do not meet them. But I'll see Jakar myself. And I'll go by myself. I do not want you getting involved anymore in this.
I feel like that ship is sailed. But okay.
That ship sailed, I think, when the Jacaranda set sail, didn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So the question is, do I do something stupid or stupid?
Do you do something stupid or something stupider?
I at least have to make the attempt. Right. I'm just gonna start walking and start heading towards the Narn embassy. As I'm doing that, I am then trying to also call Jakar myself there, because I don't want to turn up at the Narn embassy and find that it's empty. Okay.
No. You get exactly the same response as the other two got. Which is, the ambassadorial office is quite busy. Leave a message and we will return to you immediately. We will get back to you at our earliest convenience.
Your call is important to us. Please hold.
You are number 74 in the queue. Please wait.
How many hours have we been on the station currently?
About 1 hour.
Okay. So, worst scenario, you roll snake eyes. Best case scenario, you roll 12.
Shameless metagaming from
No,
I
the way-
expect nothing less from the cycle. Nothing less from the cycle.
It's just mentally, I'm like, I'm just thinking about how much can I run rampant.
What do you want to do?
To be honest with you, I want to go into that ambassador's office and threaten his life, but I felt like that just might escalate. Well, I don't want to escalate currently.
Clearly, the answer is murder for hire and then dismembering his body. It'll make everything better.
No.
Sir, you were saying something?
Yeah, well, welcome to our alternative history of Babylon 5.
The entire station was decimated by a single rogue telepath.
I'm just saying, I got a crazy murder hobo woman in my head, so I'm just reckless now. We'll see how long they just, two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Birds with one stone.
Fair
Is
enough.
there any way I can find this, what's his name? Whoever this dude is, I can't remember his name.
Jakar?
No, the one that we don't like. Farini. There you go, Farini.
Well, you don't know who he is, as you've never seen him.
Well, I'm just saying, is there like a database I can look up and say, oh, kind of like when you like calling the concierge and like is blah blah blah,
Well,
staying at the Ritz.
There is that guy, and there is that guy who
Gotta
have
go
seen
find him.
and talked to him, and you could read their minds to find out about that guy.
I'm trying to be nice to my friends and just melt everybody else's brains around me.
Well, there is
Okay.
the Babcom database, but that probably only lists the known working people of the Babylon station, so probably not visitors, but you could try.
You know what? Actually, because Zadora's fucking petty, and he's ready to do some shit with
Excuse
you.
me.
Zadora's petty.
Excuse me.
I go find those two. Yes, they're down to do some petty shit. If it
Can we take a break right here?
Yeah.
This would be a good moment for a break. So let's take a 5-minute break. Get your systems in order. About 5 minutes, and we'll be back. Toodle.
We're gonna have to like set some intricate something up that he just cannot ignore. Bring him in there, and then just
Yeah. So we're
let
back
you take
live.
out your murderous rage out of it.
We're back on live, guys.
Back online, guys.
Yeah, guys.
It was a nice 5 times 120 second break. So up here in space, the minutes are 120 seconds long.
We took 10 minutes, guys. What ifs?
Not that we're dissing you, but we had an interesting discussion in the background about what's going to happen in the long term. Granted.
But in the short term, I would try to contact Noah and Zadora.
Yeah.
And see where they're at, and just allude that we need to rediscuss our plan of action.
Oh yeah, we're on our way back to the casino. We didn't have any luck reaching Jakar, so we're kind of on hold waiting for him. Why don't you head on up over and meet us? We'll be over by a Stardust Casino over here.
I will tell that to Landas, and then I will go to that. Or I can wait for him, however it is. Yes, I tell him that and I go.
Yes. As is usual in crowded spaces around Stardust Casino, people are giving real glances towards the telepath, who is clearly wearing his Psycho uniform in daylight. Especially in the casino, they seem to be minding you a lot, since gambling is illegal for people who can read minds.
Oh, I'm not playing anything.
Well, competitive gambling, you can still use the slot machines all you like. Those don't have minds.
And it is not possible for Psycorps to have manipulation of stuff. What's that thing called?
Yes, some do actually.
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis is rare, super rare,
Yeah.
if not impossible, if I recall.
Yes, there are a few examples that have existed with minor telekinetic powers.
I don't know what this chick in my head can do.
It's theorized, but it's like every time they find someone that's got the ability to potentially do it, half of them are bloody insane, They just
And
can't-
the other half are bloodless.
Hey, over here, guys.
Yeah, I would assume you probably right behind me, since it doesn't take long for you to be like, not home. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, as you pay attention to the table there, you also spot a single Narn looking at a display of dancing earth women. And that, to those who have met him, is clearly Ambassador Jakar.
I am just gonna go. Do you mind if I speak to the ambassador myself? Do you mind passing me the data chip?
Oh, yeah. Go for it. Wesley, he's going to solve the problem for us. We left him a message. He'll meet us.
Look. Of course, look, I'm going to be bidding on the Space Greyhounds.
Yeah.
Go talk to the ambassador.
So there's going to be. This is how I'm going to do it, right? The one that Londo gave me, I'm going to keep in my pocket. The one that Zadora has, I'm going to actually palm, into my right hand. I'm going to go up to Ambassador Jakar. I'm going to say, Ambassador, pleasure to meet you again. And I'm going to offer him my hand. And if he's looking up quickly, it's an Earth custom. I find it's sometimes appropriate just to try out new greetings and so forth. There.
And and as you approach him, he turns to look at you with great annoyance of being disturbed, and goes like, "Not in public, you fool!" Like under breath, as quietly as he can, with the anger under his breath, I mean, who wants to associate with a Centauri these days? Come on. Not publicly.
Well, and I just turn and I go, you associate with Londo there, and I'm just like, I'm not like sitting looking directly, I'm looking at the woman, and I'm just talking.
Yeah, it's a stage there, not one of those personal exhibitions.
Yeah, and I'll just be looking there, and it's like, and I'll just go with, I have a choice to make.
What am I, your personal counselor?
And that you may politically gain out of it and potentially make a fool of Ambassador Mollari.
And now you have my interest. Please sit down.
He knows about our arrangement.
And no doubt is, what is the word, displeased to hear one of his own working for.
Yeah. But he's also ignoring what Farini did, and I cannot stand by that. I'm not asking you to do anything to Farini. I've been told to let him go, and I will. But I'm gonna give you 2 crystals. The first one will be what you want. The second one will be the information that Landas, that cretin Mollari wants you to have. He wants me to pass it to you. And of course, I'm done anyway. My association with you, he has that evidence. Even if I passed that information and didn't tell you about the other one and just played you, he can have me done as a traitor for passing potential information on or spying on your behalf. So I'd rather he, for political expediency, has protected traitors to the Republic. And I do not enjoy these politics anymore.
Well, a man of principle. I didn't know there was a Centauri of your making left in the universe. Perhaps I do not need to count all of you in the dust and in the little flutes for non-children to play with. Maybe there's one I can save.
I don't want to do this, but at the same time,
No.
The information that Londo has given me, he's hoping that you will follow that there. You can use it, and of course you can then go through and use it, and of course show what he expects to see, but at the same time you will then have the information that I've given you and be able to play it and gain the advantage of both. If you play Londo's one perfectly and he thinks and he doesn't know that I've done this, he might be willing to trust me and expect me to keep doing this with you and keep training, and I might be able to pass you on information that will help you.
Jakar raises his hand, sets the leathery glove on Landas' shoulder and says, "We'll make a wealthy man out of you yet."
Nice.
Now, while I do appreciate this little talk, I do have a show to attend to, and as much as I dislike being seen in public with Centauri, perhaps we can continue this discussion in a more private setting after the show.
Yes.
If you leave me the data crystals, I will wire you a substantial reward for your trouble.
Thank you. And I just stand up and I go, "May the Great Maker watch over me."
And you walk away from the car back towards the rest of the party, or are you morosely heading straight towards the shuttle to return to Jacaranda instead?
I'm gonna be going to Ferraro.
Yeah. And what about the rest of you?
Jackpot! 5 credits! Oh yeah, I love these penny arcades.
Alright, we need to go.
I'm putting it up. Hang on. Look, I got to roll on Fast Doggo. He's coming up next. On Fast Doggo? Yeah. So I got 500 credits on Fast Doggo.
Do you want to have another conversation with Babylon Security?
7. Does Fast Doggo make me some money?
Astrogator unfortunately comes in second. You lose most of your money. So you go down 1,000 credits on this.
Talk about this, Wesley. You don't bet big. You bet on really, really small. That's why I put this is a penny slot machines. And I won $5. Look at me. I'm rich. Alright, well, it's only $5.
I cursed and threw my ticket stub to the ground and back to the Ferraro.
Yep.
Right.
Good news for you. You left with 3 hours to spare.
Okay. Oh, see? We're on the shuttle now, right?
Yeah.
I would be like, alright guys, I think we probably should try to stay away from Babylon 5 for at least a few months.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Let our names slip into rumors and, legends or whatever they may have.
Good news, everybody!
Well, you know what? We still have to investigate what's in this crystal. This location takes us somewhere really awesome. And apparently there's all sorts of treasure and archaeological artifacts there.
Or something that'll probably kill us all. But either way, it's probably fun.
All right. That and, yeah. So what are we going to do about Verena after all, then?
Not at the moment. If I go after him, Londo will make sure I'm ruined permanently.
So this guy just gets to shoot up our ship, and we bide our time before going after him. Then is that what's the plan?
No, we're just gonna play the long game.
I think we're gonna have to, because at the moment there's. I don't ask me which relation he is to Saran, but there's a Minster Farini he's pulled favors. As long as Minster Farini can protect him, doesn't matter what Saran can do. I think Saran could get away with short of murdering the Emperor at the moment.
Alright. And Wes, you're good with this, I'm assuming too?
Look, I'm hoping the problem will take care of itself. But we have a new retrofit. we have potential treasure, and let me tell you, a hot trade deal. Let me show you what I bought on Babylon.
Okay, yeah. What you got here?
I crack open like a container, and it's layer after layer of Narn Swedish meatballs.
Oh, I'm just going. I'm going. I recognize this. You didn't. Please.
I'm telling you, it's going to be huge on the Earth cocktail circuit. It is foreign, political, and
how much of
delicious.
that did you buy?
A mere 10 tons. So we're going to need to swing by Earth before we go on our treasure hunt.
You brought brain. Oh God, the smell. I'm not going to get that smell washed out from bombs.
Freja.
I feel like he should not be in charge of any investments the ship makes anymore.
Freja, how much money is it going to cost us to deliver this to Earth?
What? Talking to me about money?
Yeah. How much would it cost us to get to Earth from here?
Computer? How much fuel is it gonna take to go Earth and back? Or is it just Earth?
Just straight to Earth.
Just straight Earth.
The Earth? With or without the jump gate fees?
Whichever one's cheaper. We're not concerned about time at the moment.
Well, with wait, we do have a jump time, so
Exactly.
let me do a quick count. About 4,500, maybe 5.
5,000 credits.
Okay.
Alright. Wesley, how much profit do you expect to make from the sale of this?
Tens of thousands. It's going to be huge. Look, I lay out my scheme of like getting influencers to hype brain, and then it becomes like an alien fashion, but also delicious and new and innovative.
Like he's trying
I don't know that meatballs on sticks exist.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about this. It's like someone being like, we're gonna make an energy drink and it's gonna have like caffeine, guarana, and variety of health claims, and it's gonna be massive. We'll tie it to extreme sports, and people will love it. It will be a lifestyle drink. They would be like,
he's trying to bullshit a bullshitter. Because I'm like, I used to do this kind of thing for a living, before this shadowy bullshit. Isn't there a way I can ascertain how much we're actually going to make from these nasty Swedish meatballs?
Wesley, honestly, I feel like this is a lot of work for a little bit of profit. I mean, sure enough, it's safe work. We deliver it from here to there and bring something back, and I don't know.
Is there a roll I can make for that, Wooster? About how much this is going to cost? How much will 10,000 pounds of Swedish meatballs of green?
Well, it depends how well he can sell the brain for.
Okay.
But I suppose it's a broker check with intellect or education.
Can we base this on our expectation of how well Wemsey can do based on his previous selling of things to ourselves and being able to succeed in persuading people?
Yeah, as you calculate the distance and the time it takes for you to take this load of green towards Earth, he would have to sell it for about 15,000 credits per ton to make a profit.
Jesus.
Okay. So, as soon as everybody, and this is okay. First question is: so is this all we have in the cargo? Is just
your cargo hold is pretty much
we only
full.
have 2 tons of cargo space, man.
Okay. I would like to know as soon as we're out, as soon as we are, all of us are gone and we're about to fly away. Let me know when that happens.
I'm assuming by this time the window was repaired. I remember you got an estimate.
You got it into repair duty and it was fixed in post-haste mode.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, as us as a group, when we say, okay, we're out of the cargo area and we're flying towards our next destination.
Yeah.
I want to know when that happens.
Yeah. What is your next destination, by the way?
Earth.
Captain says Earth. Anyone object?
Okay.
No one.
Where is that in the direction or the opposite direction of?
Earth's in the opposite direction to where we'll be wanting to go if we're going for the fall.
You know what? I don't have a problem going with Earth. Why don't we go check out somewhere like India this time, though?
Okay. Good Earth.
No, towards Earth. Yeah, sure. So, as the others leave the cargo bay, get the astrogation running, and jump from the local jump gate, or actually make your own jump point, and start moving towards Earth. What do you do once you're in the hyperspace?
I just open up the cargo bay door, like as we're like, start to move forward, and just let all that shit just fall out the fucking ship.
I saw this coming, and I still.
That's why I wanted to make sure everybody was gone first, and then.
I was wondering what you were going to do. I was going to think.
Because that way, as soon as we start going towards the jump, I can be like, yeah, I dumped all the brains, so we don't need to go to Earth anymore.
Fair enough. And I go, I'm guessing you're wanting to do some treasure hunting.
I did the calculations myself, and fiscally, it made no damn sense.
This is not a transport ship. We're not meant to make profits from transporting food from one location to another. I get that.
Oh.
By the way,
On that note.
as you're talking about this, there is a message that arrives into Landas's private communicator.
Yep.
Where there is a message from your bank saying your credit rating has been restored, and your debt amount is currently on the personal level 0, and you actually have a positive inflow of 50,000 credits.
And I'm gonna go. Ariana's gonna use that back up in 2 seconds flat.
Can you take her off the bank account? Is that a thing in Centauri culture?
Yeah.
You can wipe off accounts.
If I divorce her, yes.
Can you pass lock her? She needs to have like the password in order to access it.
It's dual access.
Okay. We're gonna have to fix this problem for you.
I have some very good accountants, and they can set you up like a small side fund, technically based in the Cayman Islands, Space Cayman. And we can call it a business account and shuffle some things around.
Yes,
and she won't see it.
Set you up a account on the new Vega colony.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now we're heading to the place that's on the crystal, since we have no brain and we have no reason to go to Earth.
Whoa.
The cost of that brain is coming out of your share of the treasure. I'm telling you, it was going to be huge. But I'm a forgiving sort. So.
When you're talking about the cost of the brain, are we talking about what you actually paid, or your inflated cost of what you think it was going to earn us?
In the interest of crew cohesion, just the wholesale price of the brain.
Very generous, that magnolious offer.
And how much did you put? What was the wholesale price of it?
Oh, fuck if I know.
I do believe it was 5,000 credits per ton, or was it 10,000 credits per ton?
I think it's 10,000 a ton.
How much? And how much did you buy?
15 tons.
It's a real damn.
Spent $30,000 credits on Cree.
100,000
I
credits.
said 30,000. Yeah,
100,000 credits on Cree. That's how you just. Did we really just space 100,000 credits worth of brie?
Someone did, man.
Yeah, I did.
Can you imagine what the littering fee might be for us?
You know the thing is, I don't even feel bad about it.
Yeah. I love you guys.
I can't go to. I was like, technically, I could erase that memory from your mind, and it's like it never happened. I mean, if you prefer that.
Awesome. Doesn't matter. Moving on.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was
Right.
amazing.
Who wants to be in charge of the astrogation checks to see how long it takes for you to reach?
Don't we have an astrogator for that?
Yeah, exactly. We pay a man like money.
Yeah, but one of you players is gonna do the whole.
Okay. What is the rule?
It's 2d6 plus 3.
Okay. N.
Nice. That is a decent roll, so you don't tarry along the way too long. So getting there is a long and arduous process, but luckily you have your own gardens for fresh food and recently depleted the supply of brine.
But
There is actually some brine in the fridge that somebody might or might not have declared as unsellable and moved into personal storage.
No, look, I have it all in plastic containers, and I've written quite clearly on it, Zadora. So if I see my brain levels going down, there's going to be a discussion.
Yeah, your brine amount has gone down by 2 brine, 3 brine.
It's keeping us from eating brain for like 3 months, like we did at linguine, because I feel like that would just be even worse.
On the subject of linguine, while we're traveling, I go to our Narn and just can we get a translation of that crystal? I'm assuming, being the smart people that we do, we've made multiple backup copies of all the incriminating evidence we have.
Yeah.
It's based on what you've done.
Yeah,
That's all you. That's all on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to ask Dujar on illegal affairs?
Yes. What is this about addictive linguine?
Yeah. He looks at it and says, after a while, okay. Yeah, they're talking about going around the the customs, because any non foods are part of what's it called? There is an embargo on foreign biological material to be imported into Narn, so they're going around it, and apparently there are some people who consider the earth foods addictive.
Oh.
Ooh. Telling your linguine is gonna be huge.
Well, you might just be right there. There might be a market there, but the problem would come from circumventing the customs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on the other hand, the trip you are taking takes exactly 31 days to get there. So anything you want to do in the meanwhile, there is a crew to interact, places to see, sights to be beholden. Oh, hey,
What do we
that's a
roll
noise
to
effect.
learn skills in the downtown?
There's a couple of stuff that I would like to do, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I think let everyone go first then. There's a few things, but I'd rather see what everyone comes up with first. Just make sure that doesn't change any of my ideas.
Number one, that once I investigate the hallway leading up to my room, sure did a number here. Into my room, there is a once I go in, I know that last episode there's a couple of stuff missing, but I go to my safe that's built into the wall behind that poster of Well, behind one of the posters. I pull it down, open up the combination, and check out all my really, really nice stuff in there.
So
Make
once
sure that
you
all my
put away
weaponry-
while you're gone for the ship for an extended period, and you put them back on the walls, safe and sound.
Yeah. By the way, guys, anytime. I mean, yeah, this is I have a lot of weaponry here that you guys can use here and stashed in the cargo bay. Avoid using my big guns. They are locked. No, they have fingerprint locks. They are only coded for me. That is literally all I wanted to do. Maybe start working out some more. Ooh, check out my brand new sword that I bought at Babylon 5. That's it.
That's a
Space
Kutari.
katana.
That's a Kutari. It's
Yeah.
Centauri make. A dueling blade of honor and prestige.
Hey, Landas, you know how to... What can you tell me about these things? They look pretty cool.
And I just go, in our culture, you generally don't unsheath them unless you plan on using them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you might want to cut yourself first slightly.
That was non-tradition.
Yeah, but I'm also just going with if
Okay.
that's a dueling blade. Because I'm just going with it's a lot of just our arts. Actually, just bring it here. I've got my own one.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Let me see.
And it's like, and I just pull out my own sword and I actually unsheath it and I actually just like hand it hilt first. There. Right, and I go, let me just feel the weight of this one. And I step away from Noah and I actually start just doing a few strokes there. And I'm just holding it out. Just feeling how it moves. And I go, weight, I would say, is a wee bit off there. But if you learn and you train yourself with it, you will get used to it and you will compensate there. But if you use another weapon, you'll find that your strokes might be just a wee bit off. They just don't hit as true. Blade is Centauri made, but it's not from the home world. The weight's different. There, it's probably one the
Oh, this isn't authentic. This is just a replica. I got it real cheap at Babylon 5. I doubt it's authentic.
I'm not saying that it probably would take. You might want to also double check the actual what the material is, because while the weight's a wee bit off it, but it's close to what the real thing's meant to be. But you probably find if you try to swing it, it might shatter.
Yeah.
It might be just maybe a tourism thing there, more than anything else. Too much.
Well, I mostly just got it for decoration. I mean, most of my stuff is punchy and shooty. But I don't know. Been known to swing a blade or two. Anyways, thanks for taking a look at this. I appreciate that.
Just go. The only time something like that's really used is when there's actually a duel between Centauri. It's generally to the first blood. Potentially, depending on what type of duel, it might even be to the death.
Ooh.
That's why I'm saying you generally don't unsheath them without intending on using them. When we train, we don't use those. We use, facsimiles, you would call them, training weapons of a similar kind of weight and heft, but not made of the material. But that is based on the actual weapon that would be used in a Jones scenario, because they look quite pretty, as he said.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, I wonder what Wesley and Femi are up to.
Quite. I'm wondering if Wesley's found another source of brain, even in hyperspace.
Can you believe he wanted us to sell that? That's pretty funny.
It probably would have sold, but at a profit. I'm not so sure.
Well, I mean, I really don't know much about that whole trade stuff. That's all Wesley stuff, but I mean, who knows? Maybe he would have made a nice buck or two, but Femi just spaced that stuff. A couple of them went and hit against my window on the outside. That was great.
I'm thinking that how well do you know Zadora?
Oh, well, heck, I mean, I known him since we went to the uni together. We went to school.
Basic training.
Yeah, right past that. Heck, he used to fly around a lot of our Marines back when I was still trying to figure out whether I wanted to fly or fight. I mean, he wanted to fly and I wanted to. I'm not a very good flyer. Something about my size and the pilot seats. Why do you ask?
Some of the stuff that has came up are high percents things. Best way I can describe it is he tries to sell himself, but I think ultimately we might want to double check all the title deeds for the ship, because if Zadora doesn't fully own it and it's his family that owns his parts, it's what can they do if they're not happy with how he doesn't perform to their expectations.
Landas, I don't know what you're getting into, but I know that our ship parts this part is mine. I mean, I got paperwork for everything.
I know.
I got paperwork like my butt. I mean, I got stuff filed everywhere. I make sure to cover up on stuff like that.
I think we might just want to be 100% sure. It's just, I'm not going to go into all of it, but it's just when his father was here, he said one or two things that I've been in that situation before. I'm still in that situation, and I want security. And I want to know that I'm not going to lose everything that I've tried to build up despite the shit that's rained down on me.
Well,
and it's like, don't get me wrong, I know where I can trust Zadora. Is his intentions might be try to do the best, but ever since I've known him, there's always been another angle. There's always been something else going on, and that's generally what's bit me in the backside.
Yeah, well, shoot, man, I'm sorry about all that. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll tell you what, I'll keep an eye out and I'll make sure that everything's fine. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to my room. I got a couple of things to check up on. Nice chatting with you, Landas.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me more about the sword.
No problem. And of course, I just grabbed my one, and I'm going. I think I'm needing to exercise again anyway.
Yes. Along the way, Noah gets some news.
Oh boy.
It's not a message directed to you. You just happen to watch a broadcast of the Stellar News Network, and there's a story about a minor story about Babylon 5. They do a little bit of report and like that there was an incident regarding a Narn ambassadorial aid being spaced, and on the same day a human former soldier Mariah Pembleton was found dead in her quarters. The crime scene investigation unit has not ruled out suicide, but is investigating for possible links to murder. However, such hopes are negligent and not negligent, negligible, non-existent.
Oh, Mariah, I'm sorry I got you into this. Fuck! Turn off the broadcast. Head into my room.
So, anyone else want to have a discussion with someone? While we still have a chance? It's a long voyage.
Yeah.
Yes, I go to Zadora.
Huh?
I need a person I know who can make a decision, no matter how bad it may be.
A vote of confidence. I like to hear. Yeah, sure. I'll be in my stateroom, pouring myself a stiff whiskey as I ruminate on the tatters of the glorious trade deal I had planned out, now cruelly dashed by my supposed co-owners.
Yeah. I'm like, look, I'm sorry about the brain, but I need a favor.
Mr. Dran, the last time I did you a favor, multiple people died and we were in security lockdown for some time, and the details of that are still unraveling and bugging me to this day. But yes, I will hear you out.
Okay. Well, for the air of surprise, I need you just to come with me.
Yes. Okay. I just top up my whiskey. You know, and I follow you. Yeah.
Actually,
tumbler in one hand.
Actually, no. I want to keep like just communications with him, but I want you to go to the bridge, and
sure. I
will explain to you when I'm in position.
Of course. Yeah, I regularly drink on the bridge, so no one's surprised to see me do that.
You're not driving, so you're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I want to go to the airlock, manually lock myself in there, and disengage any way for me to get out of there, other than somebody from the bridge letting me out.
Okay.
Watching this with a jaded eyes, what are these Cyclops people up to? Are you all good in there, Femi?
Yeah, I'm fine. But full disclosure, I think something's trying to take over my mind. I've been blacking out a lot lately, and I personally like to keep in control of my facilities. So I have made sure I cannot get out of here, and I'm going to do something dangerous. That being said, I do not know who's going to come back. So if you have even the inkling that you are in danger from me, I just want you to push the button and let my body just go out into the
space.
Have you told anyone else in the crew about this?
No, because they would probably try to stop me.
Yeah.
Well,
You're more pragmatic,
Go ahead.
which is why I came to you.
it's true. My willingness to space you is a little higher than perhaps the rest of the crew.
Exactly. I mean,
But I
I did.
appreciate this display of trust.
Yes.
It was a flippant tone, but he's actually serious. He's quite touched.
Yes.
Quite touched by this.
Like,
And,
if you even feel like something's like, if you feel like something is happening and you don't know why you're doing it, just hit the button. Try whatever you do, just hit the button.
This is gonna go great.
I don't like people who can mess with my mind when I'm unaware. I don't like blackouts.
Right.
Okay.
So, yes.
You are concentrating on your own subconscious,
Yep.
going in deep. And as you focus, your eyes closed, you find yourself standing on a beach. It seems tropical enough. There's sand under your feet, sun warm against your skin, the wind blowing gently, just enough to move the blonde hair on this on Talia's hair. Head, blonde hair on Talia's head. So, you wanted to talk to me, Femi?
Yes. I want to know what the fuck you're trying to do. Because we got two options. We can talk. You can be 100% honest about everything, or our bodies will just float into the vastness of space.
Well, you certainly have as a predicament. You made yourself a sacrifice of sorts. What is it that it's called? Dead man's something?
Yeah, doesn't really matter. I like being in control. And you do not help that feeling.
It's amusing. However, yes, you want me to be honest with something? So what was it that you asked?
What are you after? Why are you using my body for the look up Talia, Babylon 5 station security, all this?
She's an imposter.
Really?
Yes.
So normal mid-range psychic Talia on Babylon 5, and then you super powerful psychic. So I feel like there's a disparity there. How is she an imposter?
You honestly think that's all she is?
I typically don't trust much of anyone, but you have to, I trust you the very least.
Since when has the call told you all the relevant details?
The Chorus family, they don't have to tell me everything, but random psychic person who I have no clue about invading my head, making me do things I don't want to do.
You were the one who invited me into your head. You offered
This is
your
true.
mind for me.
This is true, but I mean, better me than my friend who you would probably not have. It would not have ended well for him.
Yeah. You know, there is a certain subtle irony in that. As a telepath, I can actually control you. Because you have the necessary parts in you for me to activate. While he, on the other hand, all I could do with him was talk. He had no talent whatsoever.
I should have just killed him and then problem solved.
Well, yes, it would have ended in my demise. Candid. But now that I am in you, you would have to kill yourself, which would be rather unfortunate, and I would have to do my darnest to stop you. However, yes, what I want to do is to take over the imposter's body instead.
And where does this leave me?
That leaves you as a temporary residence.
Mm.
But I suppose in exchange I could help you with expanding your capabilities in exchange. More than just me acting as your battery and focusing lens, but actually teach you a secret or two that you have been unable to grasp until this point. Things the core would never teach you.
She's speaking heresy. She is speaking heresy. Oh God.
Yeah, not they wouldn't teach you, but they don't trust you enough to allow you to have them.
See, unfortunately, she's talking to Femi at the wrong time because his faith for the core is currently unshakable. So, yeah.
What does Wesley see? I mean, you're having this conversation.
What does he see?
Yeah, he sees all the parts of the conversation spoken by Femi in different tones of voice. It's eerie, but there's like two voices coming out of Femi that are similar but not quite the same. But he's like talking to himself and answering to himself.
I assume we have like a live video feed.
It's Golem. He's
Yeah.
I'm picturing that Golem scene now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm flipping my shit. I'm freaking out. I'm wondering if I should talk to anyone else about this, but I'm just watching through the monitors, and I assume I have no previous experience with any of this crazy ass psycho shit.
Okay.
So,
I don't think you took the psionicology during university.
no, art history.
Yes, that's full of some what's it called? Psycho shit, but not psionic shit.
Okay. So, all right. Let me just get a view of what's currently happening. We're kind of just in full force traveling through space, right? I'm in this airlock that can only be activated currently by Zadora.
That is your fervent belief that this is the situation.
Okay. I tell psychic Talia to okay, and I try to come out of my psychic sleep.
I do have a question for you now, before you
Yes.
go. You haven't told about me after you took me in. But you told me when I was inside your friend. You never mentioned the change to your superiors. You want to keep me hidden.
No, I told Alfred I told Alfred everything. I didn't tell my handler everything, but I told him everything, which I find that he's higher ranking than me, so,
Well, I suppose it counts telling Alfred about it. Though, what he's going to do with it, I'm actually surprised he hasn't done anything about it, now that I mention it. He's pretty quick with these things. Oh well. Bye.
Right. So, am I out of it?
Yep,
Do I have full control of my faculties?
you did.
All right. I put on one of those like breathing units, and I tell Wesley to press the button
To eject you.
to eject me.
Is there like a willpower
I mean,
willpower roll to make to just casually space someone? Because I'm not normally a sociopath.
I mean,
but
I told you that this person is dangerous, and if do what you feel like your character would do.
I would like to do 2 rolls here. I'd like to do a science to see if I have a vague understanding of he clearly has some mental issues, what I think it might be. And I'd like to do
Is he
an
crazy?
investigative check to see if I understand the implications of the conversation.
No.
Okay.
I think you should also be doing another role, Whimsy, a legal role for the legalities of what would happen if you actually spaced one of your crew members and about all the Edgelands potential issues that you may hit.
I mean,
Okay.
I would assume that all our things we said together is recorded in some way, shape, or form defined.
Okay.
You only have a breathing apparatus, right?
Yeah.
If you get spaced, you will be dead.
I know this, but I want to not die until the very last moment because I know she can put her mind to somebody else.
Okay.
So I'm trying to make sure
honestly,
you guys are far enough out of the way before she decides to say, "Hey,
This
I'm
is
just
my-
going to be in room. This is my new roomie."
Yeah. Spacing a Psycho agent is probably going to reflect well on the Psycho.
Okay. So, off the back of these rolls, tell me if I'm wrong. This is Zadora's understanding of the conversation. Science, he's clearly unbalanced and has some kind of a multiple personality disorder. This is deeply dangerous in a psycho individual. Given their powers, they need to be sane and stable.
I like that, yeah.
He clearly, regardless of its truth, he clearly believes that this inner demon has power over him and is willing to put himself in harm's way to protect us from his worst impulses. And my legal understanding is that as ship's captain, even on paper,
Is that like,
I have the legal authority to deal with threats to my ship and my crew. I press the button.
However,
Wait,
I will
wait.
point out that with the advocate knowledge, this would count as an assisted suicide, which is also a potential legal liability.
I do it. I'm a lot of puff most of the time, but I'm not going to have an unbalanced psycho agent on my ship who is a threat to all of us. My time in the military taught me to make hard decisions, and this is one of those. Sometimes as a captain, you have to step up and do what you think is best for the ship.
I'm like, no one saw that coming.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
You
Okay.
asked for it, though. I mean, literally, you asked for it. All right. Craziness.
It's like you go, yeah, GM, just try and kill my character, and the GM then rolls like all 20s, multiple crits. Yeah, you're dead. I wasn't really wanting you to kill me. I was just daring you. Yeah.
Well,
but
no. Like, honestly, I was okay with it. Like, my character was okay with it when he felt like it was a power that he could control. But as soon as he felt like it was a threat to Psychor, a threat to himself, and a threat to you guys, the benefits that he might get, they don't add up enough to let this being just use him as like a mind puppet to do whatever. So basically, he just taking the breathing apparatus to stay alive long enough for you guys to get out of the fucking way, and then if she decides to, attach herself to fucking Crazy McCrazy on planet Delta, then I guess that's what she does.
Well, the doors open to hyperspace. The air is rendered out of the airlock. It goes, and the whatever hyperspace is made of, the science goes above your head, but your eyes dilate as this feeling of intoxication flows over you. Your psionic talent blares intensely around you, and the voice inside your head says, says something. I will let you go if you really want to. You notice that you're still inside the airlock, your hand grasping a safety bar, turning it tight. But hyperspace makes us stronger. The ship won't get far enough before you die.
She just said makes us stronger, so I feel like this will be a.
This is the point where the session ends.
Stop trying to keep me alive, Booster. Stop it.
Wow.
You are messing with my player choice.
That is the session for today. Thank you for being here. It's been marvelous. Now, since it is an awesome cliffhanger moment for episode 10, we will not be having a post-game banter that is public to the audience. Instead, you're going to have to sit in your whatever is shivering from the excitement at this moment, and see you next week on the same BAP channel on the same BAP time. Bye.
I think we're a pretty good channel. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Now, how do I stop this?